Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Glare. So, today I wanted to highlight a deck I've been working on in the new sort of expansion mini set that came out today. Today's the 15th of February 2022, and there's one new card that really makes an old favorite of mine, well, something I've been working on for about 2 months, into something that might actually be viable on the ladder. So up to Diamond 5, I think this deck will do really well. I haven't tested it at Legend because I haven't hit Legend. I've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds, a lot of Magic the Gathering Arena, some other stuff. Haven't found as much time to play Wild this month, so I'm kind of languishing at Diamond 5. I think I'm Diamond 4 right now. I'm not 100% sure. But this list with the new card, which is called Spirit Mount, becomes much more of a powerhouse, I think, in the meta. If you find Spirit Mount, you can put it on Tunnel Trog. It suddenly becomes a really big threat. You go Tunnel Trog on 1, Spirit Mount on 2, and the game is basically over. The same thing can be true of Novice Zapper. If you're able to go Zapper, like Lightning Bloom, and then Spirit Mount, it's pretty much game over. Against a lot of decks, if you put it on the narrow bar against like Pirate Warrior or anything that has Battle Cries, it can be really, really hard for them to come back. A lot of the times, people will have to like evolve or devolve or change the minion somehow, so that it doesn't kill them. Like I've had somebody play devolving missiles on a Narrowbar Weblord that had a Spirit Mount on it, and that kind of wrecked me. But that's a resource that they have to have access to and use at that point. So the outline of the deck, as I've sort of put it together, is early game, you're looking for the Tunnel Trog. You're looking for Lightning Bloom in particular, as well as Overdraft to unlock those mana crystals. If you get offered Spirit Alpha, you'll often keep it in the opener. So if you guys don't know, Spirit Alpha is a common card from a couple expansions ago. And it reads after you play a card with Overload, you summon a 2/3 Spirit Wolf with Taunt. So that can go from you have nothing on board, you play a Spirit Alpha, you go Lightning Bloom, um, Novice Zapper, Storm's Wrath, Overdraft, and you suddenly have a huge board. You've got like 6, 7, 8 damage to the face with the Overdraft. It's a really powerful card. I think it's underrated right now. In this deck in particular, it's very, very strong because it synergizes with so much of what the deck is trying to do. And this deck just feels really clean. It feels almost completed. Like the new card is that 29th and 30th card that we really needed to make this into a real viable deck. So I hope you guys try it out. I'll link the code in the description of the video. Make sure you check out that code, as well as if you are interested, I do stream on Twitch on a nightly basis from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. East Coast US. So I'll be testing ideas like this that I have. I play a lot off stream as well, not as much as I was for a long time. I was playing like 10, 12 hours a day plus the stream. Maybe that's not 100% accurate, but I was streaming, 4 hours a night and playing for a long, long time during the day. I don't know how much. I've now switched over a little bit, like I was explaining, to playing Magic the Gathering and some Battlegrounds, but for a while it was all Wild all the time. And I really like these cool deck ideas I come up with are a big reason I continue to play the game, because if I was just playing the meta stuff all the time, I'd have a really tough time staying interested. So like decks like this, decks like my Charged Druid have really kept me interested. My Mechathune Druid, um, you know, off meta lists of Painlock, you name it, I've tried it. I look at the collection probably full over on a weekly basis, like just looking for new stuff to try. And Spirit Alpha is definitely in the top tier of cards that I've been having fun with recently. So I'm going to showcase a game. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather this week, so I'm not going to have the volume going during the game, but I will, after the game, go ahead and, if everything goes according to plan, describe how the game either went well or didn't go well and why. And then we'll have sort of a sign off. I'll invite you again to come check out my Twitch, and that'll be it for the week. Most likely a shorter video. I'm not sure exactly how long, even that I've been talking just right now, but once we get the game out of the way, whether we win or lose, I'll explain how it goes. You know why the game went a certain way. There's some matchups where it's like kind of dicey, right? So Mechathune Warlock doesn't really care that you have a board and doesn't really care that you're burning them out because we don't have an OTK most of the time. I've had OTKs against Mechathune Warlock where it's like, you know, turn 6 I deal 20 and they're at like 18. But it's hard to win from 30 if you don't have a board already built, and Mechathune Warlock just does not respect decks like what this deck is trying to be. But I think we have even a better chance now that we have the Spirit Mount in the deck to go ahead and steal those games from the Mechathune Warlocks and, you know, the Cthulhu Druids of the world. So I'm gonna hop into the game. Like I said, we'll be muted during the game. I'll probably put music over it or something for editing purposes. And I hope to see you guys over in my stream as soon as possible. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Costs you nothing, makes life a lot easier for me on YouTube, on Twitch too, but no pressure there. It does cost money on Twitch, so whatever you guys are comfortable doing. I hope that you appreciate my content. Thank you for being part of my experience as a content creator, and I really hope you guys enjoy the game as it plays out. Alright guys, we are looking for a game with this new version of my Burn Shaman from the mini set. As I said in the introduction to the video, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm going to try to power it out, but if my voice is like hoarse or I don't want to, you know, extend myself too far into talking, I might mute during the meat of this video and just put in some music over the top. But I may not. I may be able to push through. I just can sort of feel like um, a little bit of like, you know, the malaise that you feel when you're feeling sick. I'll be fine though. It's not a big deal. So this is a good hand, not a god hand, but close to it. We don't want the Lava Burst. We're looking for either Lightning Bloom if he's control, or we can like just ramp to our Spirit Alpha that we're always going to draw, or we want Lightning Storm if he's aggro and we want to clear his board. So this is a good hand. We'll keep most of it. Unfortunately, the deck tracker isn't accepting the new card yet, so I can't use the deck tracker until it's updated, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. We drew back the Lava Burst. Wonderful. Ancestral Knowledge is really good. We're looking for second Lightning Bloom before we commit to the Ancestral Knowledge. I think we go Knowledge on 2, though. There was a world where if we had like a really great hand, maybe coin Lightning Bloom, Ancestral Knowledge. Wow, okay. So we're going to Hero Power here. Next turn we go Coin, Wolf, Lightning Bloom, Novice Sapper, and Windchill his minion. So I was thinking about not Hero Powering. I might as well. Sometimes the Wolf lets you go wide enough that the Hero Power doesn't make sense, but for us right now, we are in a good spot. A really, really good spot. So we're going to coin the Alpha, and we're going to go Lightning Bloom, Novice Zapper. The only card we're missing right now is we would love to have an Overdraft, or if we could have a Storm's Wrath to buff the board. I'm going to do this, look for Ice Lightning Bloom off the top. So we freeze, we look for the Lightning Bloom. We don't find it, but ultimately freezing a 1 attack minion shouldn't make the difference. Sorry, I had to mute just to sneeze really quick. So he's playing a new deck. He's playing Thorison in this list, which is really interesting. Lightning Bloom into Ancestral Knowledge is pretty good. There's a high roll potential here, where if we find the right cards, we can really pop off. We didn't find the right cards. I'm going to give him Thorson again. I don't think he's going to win this game. He can lightning. Lightning bloom. He can use the Thorson discount to play Spreading Plague potentially. But he actually lightning bloomed out the Thorson, so we wouldn't be able to do that yet. Hero power trade. Pass. Okay, sure. If only we weren't so overloaded. Dang. We have so much damage. I'm going to gem the Tunnel Trog and go full face here. We have so much over-the-top damage that if we find the right cards, like if we find Overdraft, for instance, or I believe there's still a Lightning Bloom in the deck. This is where having the deck tracker is really useful, but we're probably going to burn him out over the top. Not killing Thorson sucks, but I think ignoring it is the way to go. So we're pushing 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13 damage right now. If I'm not mistaken. He's gonna make a big board here. Oh god. That's scary. Ferocious Howl, okay. That was interesting. That was an interesting play. He's gonna Wrath our minion. Yep, makes sense. And he trades into the 2-3 and we win. At least we should here. Lightning Bolt plus we have 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. He's got 20, 27 health. I think we're playing the Lightning Storm here. I want to see where the crackles go. If it's a big crackle, we might be able to get away with just going face. Nope, no face for us today. So Lightning Storm happens. And I think we trade the 1-1 and then Lightning Bolt face to make room for another minion. Man, if we had the Storm's Wrath in hand, if only. If we could find Overdraft, if we could find... There's a couple of cards that just win us the game if we find them. So this is an example of how Combo Druid can be kind of tough, right? So the issue with Combo Druid... What the hell? The issue with Combo Druid is you end up running into scenarios where the games go longer than you can comfortably deal with. So say you're in a position like this last game against a real Druid combo deck that's not running Yogg-Saron and is trying to actively defeat you, where they'll just get too much armor and you can't deal with it. In that scenario, you really need to like manage resources. You need to play around certain cards that they can have on certain turns. But really, it comes down to the draw, right? With that draw that we had Spirit Alpha plus like 3 minions. I think it was 2 or 3 minions on turn 3, and that kind of an opener can happen with a lot of regularity if you mulligan correctly. Know when to keep certain cards, know when to ditch other cards, when cards that might not always be good might be good. Like, for instance, you know, if we're in a matchup where freezing our own minion to get draw can be a good thing. Sometimes you might keep the wind chill, even though you end up freezing your own minion. The chance that your opponent plays a minion that you can freeze is also pretty high. So keeping draw that freezes is usually a good thing. You might also decide that you need a certain card more than you want the wind chill, so you're willing to ditch the wind chill that you might end up freezing your own minion with to look for, say, I don't know, a Spirit Alpha or something that's an impactful card. So that's how the deck functions when it wins games. It does that thing, and you also find your new card that'll flash above the you win, congratulations, Diamond 5 1-star thing. I'll just make it obvious what that card is called. I can, for the life of me, not remember. I should know what it is. I've been playing with it all day. But that new card, if you're really lucky and draw it, it makes the life a lot easier because it's one of the power cards of the deck. Anyway, that's it from me. What went well that game, because I did promise I would tell you guys what went well. We drew well, and the opponent was playing a Yogg-Saron Druid deck and didn't play enough spells to activate it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you guys do like, comment, and subscribe. I know I already plugged my Twitch, but I'll do it again. If you like my content, make sure you check me out on Twitch. I'm live every night from 10 to 2 a.m. East Coast US. That's 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. East Coast US. And I am also a pretty active member of the community. You'll find me in other people's chats. You'll see me on Discord, etc., etc. In a weekly, tournament league that I do for Wild Hearthstone. So I'm really involved in sort of making this game a better space to be in. I really like what Hearthstone is for myself and my community within the game. So thanks to you guys for being part of this journey, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Happy Hearthstoning, and I'll see you next week in another episode of Gaming with Claire.